Hey folks, welcome back to another video on the latest developments on the whole AI art situation. This is a sequel to my previous video. If you didn't catch that, be sure to check that out to get some context. In this video, I'm going to cover some of the recent news and updates that have happened in the last few months. Some of it is good for artists who are concerned about their rights regarding their work in the age of artificial intelligence. So let's get right into it. Several AI companies are now facing legal challenges for alleged illegal data scraping, especially in the field of generative AI, which can create content from data collected from the internet. Some examples are the class action lawsuit filed against Stability AI, Midjourney, and DeviantArt, alleging that they have violated the rights of millions of artists by indiscriminately scraping billions of images on the internet, including DeviantArt itself, to train its AI art tools without obtaining proper licenses or permission from the original artists. The lawsuit also alleges that these companies profited from selling or licensing these AI-generated images to third parties or users without sharing any revenue with the original artists. Another one is a lawsuit filed by Getty Images versus Stability AI, alleging that the latter has copied and processed more than 12 million of its images without obtaining the proper licensing. The former claims that this constitutes to brazen infringement of its intellectual property rights as well as its trademark rights, as some of the images generated by Stable Diffusion contain the Getty Images watermark. OpenAI, maker of ChatGPT, is facing two lawsuits alleging that it misused vast quantities of internet users' data. The first lawsuit was filed by a public interest law firm named Cloaking. The second lawsuit is a class action lawsuit filed against OpenAI and Microsoft. The lawsuit seeks to test out a novel legal theory that OpenAI violated the rights of millions of internet users when it used their social media comments, blog posts, Wikipedia articles, and more. The lawsuit seeks class action status and cites $3 billion in potential damages. There are a couple more ongoing lawsuits and probably plenty more that will follow, but I wouldn't get too excited just yet, as things can go either way. These lawsuits can take anywhere from several months to a few years to reach a legal resolution. I think it's important for us artists to be aware of these issues and tailor our expectations accordingly. I also want to follow up on the two fundraisers I mentioned last time. So the Concept Art Association's fundraiser was a huge success as they raised more than $270,000 from over 4,000 donations. Mifu, on the other hand, are still trying to raise funds and has so far managed to raise a little over 50% of their funding goal from over 800 donations. Also, some fantastic news for artists. Most of you have probably already heard about this, but for the few that haven't, let me introduce you to Glaze, a new software that helps artists protect their work from generative AI. Glaze is a free tool that can help artists protect their work from AI art generators. The app works by applying subtle changes to the artwork. These changes are so minor that they're barely noticeable to the human eye and can easily confuse AI software. Glaze is a response to style mimicry by generative AI tools, which can copy and reproduce an artist's style without their consent or credit. Glaze is designed to empower artists and give them more control over their creations in the age of artificial intelligence. For those interested, I'll leave a link in the description so you can download it and protect your own work. On top of the lawsuits being filed and tools being developed to protect artists, there are also groups calling for AI to be regulated. One example is the European Guild for Artificial Intelligence Regulation, which is a group of artists, creatives, publishers, and associations from all over Europe who are advocating for regulation of AI companies that use and exploit data and intellectual property without the consent of the owners and people portrayed in them. They have published a manifesto on their website where they outline their main concerns and demands regarding the use of generative AI technologies that can create images, videos, text, audio, and other content from textual prompts or other media given by the user. They argue that such technologies pose a threat to privacy, image rights, identity, and the art market, as they are based on datasets that contain millions of copyrighted images, private pictures, and other sensitive material that were collected by indiscriminately scraping the internet. They call for more transparent, accountable, and ethical regulation of AI companies that respects the rights and interests of data owners, creators, and consumers. They also ask for the involvement of researchers, artists, and civil society in the monitoring and amendment process of the AI Act. They are looking for professionals to join their ranks with at least one spokesperson representing each EU country. They invite anyone who shares their vision and values to support their cause and sign their petition. As generative AI technologies become more accessible and popular, some organizations and entities that host competitions have decided to ban or restrict the use of AI-generated images in their submissions or entries, especially in the illustration industry. Plenty of organizations that have taken a stance against generative AI technologies, such as the Society of Illustrators, New York, American Illustration, Communication Arts, Spectrum Fantastic Art, 3x3, Creative Quarterly, Society of Illustrators, Los Angeles, World Illustration Awards, IGA, and more. These organizations have either explicitly banned or discouraged the use of AI-generated images in their rules or guidelines, or have stated that they will not award or recognize such images. The rise of generative AI tools has brought with it a wave of art commission scams, spearheaded by unscrupulous hustlers who use these tools to generate art and pass it off as their own original work. This has led to a backlash from commission websites such as Hirillo and Skeb, which have banned AI-generated art in an effort to protect both artists and customers. The use of AI tools to generate art raises serious concerns about authenticity and originality. These tools are ultimately based on existing works and data, meaning that the resulting art may not be truly original and could even infringe on the rights of other artists. In response to these concerns, some commission websites have taken a stand against AI-generated art. By banning this type of art, they aim to ensure that the art sold on their platform is truly original and created by human artists. This helps to prevent scams and protect the integrity of the art market. Overall, the rise of generative AI tools in its present form pose a serious threat to the art world. It raises questions about authenticity and originality that cannot be ignored. It is important for commission websites and other stakeholders to take a firm stance against AI-generated art in order to protect the rights of artists and customers and preserve the value of art as a form of creative expression. That is all for this video. I hope you found it informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Also, let me know what you think about these updates in the comments below. Do you agree or disagree with them? Do you have any questions or suggestions? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.